Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Amar Elm, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Miriam Ortiz y Pino, the founder of More Than Organized, a consultancy helping entrepreneurs reduce clutter, both physical and mental, to create more time, space, and money. As a certified professional organizer, simplicity expert, and productivity coach, Miriam has been helping clients transform their environments and businesses for over 2 decades through systems, thinking, and intentional design. Miriam, welcome to Founders Future.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to dive in as well. I always like to start from the beginning. So can you take us back on a little trip down memory lane to before you started your company? What were you doing at the time? And then what was really the motivation behind starting More Than Organized?
Yeah. So, right before I was actually working as inventory control for a big retailer, and it just became two things happened simultaneously. I decided to move back home to Albuquerque from San Francisco, and I decided I was really not happy working for other people.
Okay.
So, I spent about a year figuring out what I would start when I got back to Albuquerque and maxing out my vacation time and my sick days and all my time off and all the resources available in San Francisco about how to start businesses before I moved home. So when I got back to Albuquerque, I was able to have a bit of a runway, bit of a ramp and cushion, and also just walk down to City Hall, get my business license, and start. So I was ready from day one when I got here, but it did take about a year of prep and thinking and strategizing.
Yeah. What was the idea behind starting your own company?
Mostly I hated people telling me what to do.
Fair enough.
But also I've always been a systems nerd and an organizer. So every single job I had, and I've been working for my or working since I was 17, I literally would go in and be the person that went, oh, we could do this better and fix the systems
Mm,
and do the organization that would help support whatever the work was in a variety of different jobs.
yeah. Powerful. Powerful. So walk me through. I always like to let's fast forward to today to give the listeners a little bit more context to More Than Organized. Who would you say your ideal customer is today, and what are the different
Mhm.
offers and services that you provide?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit split in that I have my organizing clients that look a little different than my coaching clients, but I actually work with both ideal clients in both arenas. It just depends on how they find me. So my organizing clients tend to skew a little bit older, people downsizing, retiring, coming out of work, wanting to simplify their life. And my coaching clients tend to come from people that have started their business and about 1 to 3 years in realize they don't have any systems and they're going to lose their mind and they can't scale. And it's not what they signed up for. And they want some help with figuring that out. So
Got it.
there's sometimes crossover because how we organize our life and the way our mindset is around things in one area will affect the other.
Mm,
And instead of thinking about everything separately, I tend to think of everything together anyway. So when I work with them, I'm always giving them examples in the other area of their life.
very cool. So I'd love to for you to break the each area down a little bit further for us. So you've got the
Yeah.
organizing side, the coaching side. It sounds like it's mainly entrepreneurs and business owners that you work with. Walk us through.
Yeah.
It's very unique, very niche, especially the
Mhm.
organization side. So, what
Mhm.
is it exactly that you help people with on that side, also the coaching side? And what does it look like to actually work with you as a client?
Yeah. So I actually came up with a framework. It's called the Streamlined solution.
Okay.
And so there's got to be a desired outcome, what you're
Yep.
working towards or what you're hoping your life looks like. So we dream and then we declutter. We live in a capitalist society and with a lot of inputs, especially through social media, that give us 1,000 different things that we could do every day.
Yep.
So we have to learn how to declutter our mental space and our physical space of all the stuff that's in our way.
Yeah.
Those excuses of I can't do it until I do that, or one day I'll get to, and in the meantime, you're not doing anything because everything's in your way and you're constantly adding new inputs instead of just creating some outputs. So declutter is both mental and physical spaces. By physical, I also mean digital, because just because it's in the cloud doesn't mean it's not in your way. It just means you forgot about it. And then we design systems
Mm.
so that you can use the things you need to do the thing you want to do. And then we develop habits. So getting
Mm.
that, automating as many things as possible, even within our own brain. So neurologically, developing a habit is a system in and of itself, but it helps you use the system so you get the consistency you need to build a business and a life.
Wow. I love that. So dream,
Yeah.
declutter, design systems, and then habits. So that's
Yeah,
the
develop habits, and then you get to delight in your life.
develop.
So it's 5 Ds. I know it's silly and cheesy, but it's how I
Oh,
remember.
four. Or no. I must have missed one because I only have four. I've got dream, declutter, design, and then develop.
And then delight in the
Delight.
results.
Delight in the results. No, I love that. That's awesome. It makes everything a little bit more simpler. It declutters our mind. It makes,
Yeah.
yeah. So when you're working with entrepreneurs, what are some
Mhm.
of the common issues that you see people go through when it comes to just having too much clutter in their lives? Because obviously there's a lot of founders, business owners that listen to this.
Yeah, they don't think it's important enough to deal with until it's in their way. Like
Yeah.
actually in their way. I can't find the document, or oh, I don't have my receipts for that tax audit, or I want to hire someone, but I don't know what the procedure is once I hire them.
Mhm.
There's all those little pieces that seem, oh, it's not that big a deal. Or
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that I have 27 printers in the back room, but I can't find the pens because I have to step over the printers in the back room. There's
Yeah.
all these little things that are annoyances and tolerances that we put up with and we put up with, and they're taking up brain space and worry space, and we'll deal with it later. But you say, I'll deal with it later 7,000 times, and it's taken you several hours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you're wasting time, which is money. Definitely thinking the physical things or the structures are limiting rather than freeing is probably the number one thing I find.
They don't
But
want to be confined in a box, they think, but it's not really, it's an imaginary box.
correct. And actually putting some constraints about the work you do, whatever it is, allows you to get super creative and focused on doing those things
Mm.
rather than staying in the world of possibility. Oh, I could do it this way, or I could do it that way, or so and so said this, and the other guy recommends this, and I can't decide which one I want to use. I don't, it's the wrong color. Like all those weird
Yeah,
excuses
yeah, yeah.
rather than saying, I want to provide this service to these people. I need to write these 3 emails to get that started.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And especially in
Yeah.
today's world, there's so much noise. There's so much
Oh,
noise.
there's so much noise.
Yeah.
And it's weird. There's so much noise. And at the same time, I think AI is bringing back homogeny to a point where it's boring. I
What
don't
do
know
you
if you've noticed, like the actual, when people use AI for their writing or for their marketing, it all looks the same. I don't know how
Yeah,
you're different from other people now. You both
yeah,
do the same thing, but I don't have a differentiator on you because they're not using the AI.
yeah.
So that's a problem as well. What makes you different? And that's the special thing. And we need to pull that out and work
Mm,
with that.
I
Yeah.
love that. So what
Yeah.
does it actually look like to work with you as a client? What does a typical client
Mhm.
engagement look like? What are the deliverables? Walk me through that.
Yeah, so this is where it's interesting. It's actually the same for both my organizing and my coaching clients. It's just delivered slightly different. But
Okay.
we start with a VIP day so that there is some assessment going on. We get to know each other. There's that inventory and orientation about what your situation is. And then we actually get to work. We come up with the action plan, and it's basic. It's the my 5D framework. Okay, the first thing we do is we start decluttering somewhere, and we methodically go through the steps. What we're decluttering changes a little bit depending on the client. whether it's your closet, your kitchen, or your computer files, or that supply room in the back. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And the system and the habits that need to be put in place come from actually looking at the stuff and how you use it. So that evaluation of every single thing you own or is in your space is how we come up with the best system for you.
I think you would hate this one drawer that's in my dresser. The top drawer that everybody just...
Yeah. Okay, let me help you out there. Men have that drawer. Women have different kinds of junk drawers, but that top drawer for men, I don't know what it's because you keep everything in your pockets and you take it out and you don't have anywhere to put it. So you open the drawer and you throw it all in there.
Yeah, it's just got super
when I need it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is cool. And then I'm like, fine. I'm like, what is in here? This is ridiculous. And I haven't opened it in like a month because of that.
Yeah. Okay. At a minimum, you should at least have a trash can nearby so you can throw away the wrappers and the receipts you don't actually need for tax deduction. And that'll help.
I'm good with that stuff. I'm good with that stuff. And all the random little bracelets.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, 100%. I'm a victim.
Yeah. People that are productive or have already been through this process simply understand that there is a next step with everything we touch every day. And if you default to, I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just going to put it here, or I'm too tired, I'll do it later, you're missing the point of having a place for everything to live. And that is so that you don't have to deal with it later. It'll be there when you need it.
That is so powerful. You're missing the point of having a place to live.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
What if you were too tired to figure out how to drive home tonight? Where would you go?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here in the park tonight. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'll stay here at the office. I'll stay here in the parking lot. Think about it. It's the same thing.
That's a good analogy because that is so absurd. It's where we do that all the time. Or I guess I do.
And it's another one of those tricks I learned. It turns out there's a thing we do neurologically. If we create something ridiculous, we're more likely to remember it. So if you lose your keys, tell yourself the car will blow up if you don't put them where you decide they're going to live. And it sounds absolutely absurd. Not putting your keys away is going to cause your car to blow up, but it'll make you remember to put your keys away.
I like that a lot. If we make something ridiculous, it helps us remember it.
Yep. Ridiculous or traumatic, but I don't recommend traumatic as a day-to-day thing for remembering where things are. So go ridiculous.
Fair enough. I love that. Let's shift a little bit to the back end of the business. I'm super curious. For you, after 25 years of being in business, how do you generate your leads today? When you're looking to acquire more customers, what does that look like?
It's literally, I hate that I'm saying literally so much. I apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I was hanging out with my brother who says it all the time, all weekend. It is conversations, and they can happen in a variety of ways. I do a lot of podcast interviews. I do a lot of in-person speaking. I do a lot of networking in town and a lot of connecting with my partners who are referral points. I do social media. I find I don't get actual clients from it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it sometimes drives people to my website and then they get in conversation with me through my email list. But I get a lot of people that just Google, oh my gosh, I need some help with organizing. And then they remember my name because they heard me somewhere.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So physically getting in front of people has been the most effective way thus far.
This is crazy. And it sounds ridiculous when we're talking about scaling and getting clients and things, but I find if I wake up thinking about one of my clients or one of the people on my list, I just call them or shoot them a quick text. I was thinking about you. That's it. Connection.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure you are ready to do that garage, but I know we talked about it a couple months ago and you were on my mind this morning. So I thought I'd check in about that.
Yeah.
I'm just really honest about it. Like,
I
have no ulterior motive, but we did talk about this before. Are you ready to move forward? Kind of things.
100%.
I keep it super simple.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm super curious what your perspective is on this, because I was talking to a gentleman last week and he was mentioning he does a lot of speaking engagements, referrals, word of mouth is a big part of his business, but he wants to scale aggressively and he expressed frustrations with inconsistencies and unpredictability, where it's the best leads, it's the highest intent, highest like no trust factor, but it's not the most predictable. So I'm curious for you, what has been your experience and what is your thought process around that?
I would ask if you're consistent with it. I find I do best when I have a couple things that are in place that are slightly automated. So I send emails every week.
Okay.
Some of them are very automated, some I actually write that week. That's like my background. That's like my lowest level of contact with people. And then at least one day a week, I actually shoot for two, but I can't always pull off two. Afternoon, I just go into my CRM and I start calling people and touching base with people, following up. And I find when I disrupt that pattern, about 3 months later, I notice I don't have as many calls coming in. If I do that, I get calls from all the different things I've set up over the years.
Interesting. Interesting.
So it's a little bit of an energy exchange, I think, much more than it is doing any specific thing. It's the consistency, the doing, the regular, the tried and true, and not skipping it. It's
Yeah,
really hard to not skip it when you get busy, especially when you're a consultant or a small firm of some sort that when it's just one or two of you, it's really hard to stay that consistent. But if you have that minimum dose figured out, I find it works.
yeah. I like that. I like that. Just one day a week. Wow, it's super simple.
Yeah, some weeks it's maybe 5 to 10 calls. Other weeks I can do 50 or 60 calls. Just depends
Yeah,
what's going on and what's showing up. But it's the consistency, it's the actually doing it.
yeah. I'm curious when you think of your vision and where you want to take the company. Obviously,
Mhm.
you've been around for a very long time. So do you have aspirations to scale this much, much further? Do you just want to keep going? What does the goal look like for you?
Yeah, that's such a good question and something I've been grappling with this year, actually, because for many years I just wanted to be the exclusive person that was steadily full in my schedule and I made money. And then for a while I was like, oh, I need to leverage this and make more money, scale, and do something. But it's in conflict with my being a simplicity expert and wanting to live a simple life. The amount of work I have to do or the amount of hoops I have to jump through to make it scale on that internet level is not exactly something I want to do.
Mm,
So I'm actually getting ready to, I've run group programs before. They're great, but it's so much work to get one launched. I'd rather build a slow build community. So I am launching a membership site this year. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to do it a little more organic, not like a major push with a full launch and 27 people referring affiliates. And I'm not making it huge. It's going to
got
be
it.
simple. I'm going to invite people in and grow it as organically as I can and have a good plan for retention. And we'll see what happens. But
Awesome.
I've also, my number one goal has always been to keep it simple.
Yep.
So if I can live in alignment with that and show other people how to live in alignment with that, whether they're growing a business bigger than I am, I'm good.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's beautiful. And I think that's what business is all about, is business a business that's building a business that serves your life, not takes away from it.
Yeah, if you actually envisioned your life being flying around country to country and lugging luggage all over the world and making money selling stuff online, that's fine. I don't think anyone actually grew up thinking that's what they would be when they grew up. And so I'm a little bit wondering when that might fall apart a little bit because there's a certain illusion to that whole life.
Yeah.
But I think if you start from how are you going to share your gifts with the world and what problem are you solving and what do you want
Mm,
your life to be like to allow you to do that? I
I
think
love
we're
that.
good.
I
Yeah.
love that. I'm curious, is that going to be on school, the membership site, or is it going to be somewhere else?
No, actually, the first iteration, as I test it, I'm just going to do it on Zoom and Samcart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then
just like a monthly low ticket, or what's the idea?
yeah, it's actually going to be a couple levels. So there will be everybody can join the training and the one Q&A call. If you want all the bonus materials and or more one-on-one time with me, it's going to be a VIP level.
Got it.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been in a lot of different memberships and I find the ones I do best with are the ones that have regular contact with the person involved and actual interaction with them, not just them hopping on to train. I can do the
100%.
training recorded or whatever, but the one-on-one time or behind the scenes kind of insights is where the real value of memberships is, in my opinion.
I completely agree, because then you're getting tailored specific advice for you, generic for everyone, which is huge.
And not overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like all of my stuff, everything I do training wise, I've been doing for a long time. It exists in several formats. So if you read or listen or watch, it's all available already, but you're not doing it. The missing piece is how to put it together.
Yeah.
And that comes from the conversations to get it to resonate with you and your situation.
Awesome. I'm curious, if you could go back in time, give yourself a piece of advice that you wish you knew when you were first starting off. Obviously, you've amassed a lot of experience, something you know now, but you didn't know it when you were first starting your company. What would that be?
The thing I wish I knew was to avoid social media, but it didn't even exist yet. So that was an unknowable unknown. I think to trust myself more, to really believe in my own vision of how I wanted it to look, and that other people are great for getting insight, for getting their feedback on things, but they don't ever know your business as well as you do, or your vision of what you want your business to be. And if you give that part up because someone told you to do it a different way,
Yeah.
you will lose the thread and you'll be miserable until it fails or you snap out of it and reel it back into what your vision of it is. But I think if you start a business without an actual desired outcome for you and your clients, you'll fail. It
Yeah.
may take a while, but if you're in it just for the money, or this is the hot thing, the hot side hustle, the hot hustle, it's not going to work because that's not solving a problem. That's trying to cash in on a trend.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
If, let's say, somebody is they're a busy entrepreneur and they know that there's just so much clutter. Like, for example, my one drawer is a mess. And then for me, it's really my laptop and
Yeah.
my computer. Tons of tabs open all the time. I have
Mhm.
random stuff on my desktop. What are some tips that you could give people, or maybe things to think about when it comes to decluttering their lives a little bit more?
Yeah, and let me go specifically on entrepreneurs because it is a thing. There are 5 essential business systems, and if you think of everything you have for running your business as fitting into those 5 systems, and this works for if you're a car manufacturer or you're got an online hustle, it doesn't matter. These 5 need to be considered. And so if you group your tabs of I open this tab because it pertains to this aspect of my business, or set up a separate window for each aspect, or you have 5 file folders on your desktop that collect that stuff,
Yeah.
it's better than having it everywhere or just in your documents folder and relying on search. I
Okay.
don't care. If you don't, search is powerful, but you still, if you're in your thing, like for me, if I put something that's about productivity in my search bar, I end up with 8,000 documents. Doesn't help much. But if
Yeah.
I know I want the information about my workshop on productivity that I gave to the Rotary Club last year,
Mm,
it's going to be in my deliverables presentation by year.
yeah.
Like you give yourself a few more clues of where you're going to find it or where that information is in the process of working on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my thing. That's where structure helps you. You may
I like-
think you can just search it, but you may not it may take you longer to find it that way.
Yeah. So
In
I do.
fact, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I do the tabs thing. So I'll have
Yeah.
multiple Chrome profiles
Mhm.
depending on what it is that I want to focus on, which is,
Yeah.
and obviously organizing my Google Drive and stuff. Go from there.
Yeah. It's just worth setting up that structure so you know where things are.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't put your ice cream in the pantry instead of the freezer. And yet
Yes.
on our computer, we just default to the document download area all the time.
Yeah,
Why?
I probably have 1,000 things that I still need to delete. And I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
put it
ridiculous.
away. Or do you? So the other thing is, do you need to do that busy work? Or do you need to
Fair.
start fresh from here forward and pull those things into the new system as you work on it? And
Mm,
or like in the email, if you are sitting there with an inbox full of thousands of emails, just make a folder that says everything before a date 2 weeks ago.
okay, I like that. I'm gonna use
And
that.
then select all and drag it over there. And then start fresh with whatever new system you want to do.
I like
It will
that.
still be there. It's accessible, but it's not in your way of thinking through how to develop the habit of working with your new stuff.
Honestly, you are a lifesaver
I
because
know.
you literally are. I would literally create new Gmails just to not look at it. And that's something that I've done before, but I literally have this one that I go back to a lot. 18,000 unread emails. And it's just all spam. Just all like annoying stuff.
My other tip with email is we rely too much on the technology to sort our stuff. Ever since Gmail started doing this is a promo, this is a newsletter, whatever their things are. I read mine in mail, so I don't
Yeah.
even know. People lose my stuff all the time. I don't lose
Promotions.
emails.
Yeah.
I always know where to look for my emails because I do the triage myself. It's
Mm,
either junk or it's not. It's not for me to look at in the future and then decide if it's junk. I'm going to do that every day. It's like throwing away the circulars from the mailbox. It's
yeah.
not different. You got to be on it every day. This is
Yeah.
junk. This is bills to pay. This is clients to do. This is opportunities to look at.
Oh,
It's better to do your own triage. It literally takes 5 minutes at most to do the triage part. To act on the stuff you're keeping takes a little bit longer, but
yeah. Yeah. I still need to figure out how to mark everything as unread. So,
you select all
okay. But it
and
gives
then
gives
click,
me 50.
yeah. And then
Like
you say mark all as unread. In
every
Gmail, I can't remember where it is.
yeah.
It's in one of the drop menus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's one of the filters.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
have to look
This
around to
is
find it, but select all and sort by date, from, or thread. I don't know if you have threads going, is the best way to just work your box.
okay. This has turned into an impromptu coaching session.
It
And I'm
has.
what is the best way for people to reach out to you?
Yeah, everything is on my website. So if you go to morethanorganized.net, it has links to all my socials, email form, all of that. But
Awesome.
that's the one-stop shop for all my stuff.
Beautiful. And then when can people expect the monthly community coming up?
I am looking to launch it in late July to
Okay.
start in August. There is already a priority notification list on the website. So if you go to morethanorganized.net, it has join the priority notification list on there for Streamline and Ignite. And I'd love to have you join me if it sounds intriguing. It's going to connect your work organization and mindset and your home organization and mindset. And
I love that. I am personally gonna definitely join that
oh, cool.
after I mark everything as unread.
Yeah,
So
good. I
let's
like that you've prioritized that.
yeah. 100%. Yeah. Awesome. Miriam, thank you so much for your time today. This was really fun.
Oh, thank you. It was a great questions and a great conversation. Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime. So that wraps up another insightful episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you're a business owner, specifically coach, consultant, or an agency, and you're looking to scale your business and really enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey. Until then, keep on climbing.